Neither pleas nor persuasions could convince her. She was firm in her decision. She didn't want a child. She felt she was still too young to take on such a burden and wanted to enjoy life first. So she gave birth, wrote a refusal, and that was the end of it. Meanwhile, the little girl in the swaddling clothes that the medical staff of the maternity ward had provided for her slept sweetly. She did not yet know that, having come into the world a few minutes ago, she was already doomed to loneliness. Her mother, whom she had known so well during the 9 months in her womb, did not need her. Other mothers shook their heads sadly and incredulously. How could someone abandon their own flesh and blood? Relatives, friends, and loved ones visited them, but nobody came to the little girl. Marcy was a quiet baby. Everyone in the maternity ward grew attached to her and loved her dearly. And when she was transferred to the orphanage, nobody could hold back their tears. Jane and Frank had already visited this orphanage several times unsuccessfully. "Let's go there again today," Jane begged her husband. "I have a feeling that fate will smile upon us." Upon opening the door to the director's office at the orphanage, the couple were greeted with a smile. The director informed them that they had a newborn baby from the hospital's maternity ward. Jane looked through the window at the little girl. Something in her chest clenched and her heart beat longingly. Marcy had taken over their lives. The couple visited the little girl daily and couldn't imagine life without her. After gathering the necessary documents, they adopted her. Marcy grew up to be a well-behaved, kind and good child. When she started school, she became an example for her classmates, always neat, polite, and an excellent student in all subjects. The family lived in complete harmony and mutual understanding. They respected each other and discussed how each of them spent their day. On Sundays, they went to church to thank God for bringing them together. One Sunday, after leaving church, Marcy noticed a woman begging for charity. She didn't know the woman, but something about her reminded Marcy of someone she couldn't quite place. The beggar woman noticed Marcy's curious gaze and shouted, "Why are you staring? If you're not giving money, then leave." Marcy shyly lowered her head and hurried to catch up with her parents. Jane noticed the resemblance between the woman and her daughter right away and understood that the beggar was probably Marcy's birth mother. After struggling with doubts, Jane shared her suspicions with her daughter. In their family, honesty was always in the first place. "Mum, I also figured out that this woman is the one who gave birth to me. But my real mother is you," Marcy said, tears in her eyes as she hugged her mother. "But I feel sorry for her. I still have the money that I saved for Christmas. Can I give it to this woman? I already have everything I need." All three of them cried. Marcy, her mother, and even her brave father shed a few manly tears.